Hello, welcome back to Komodo Tai Tarot. We will be doing a weekly reading for Sagittarius today, okay? So this weekly reading encompasses all areas, whether it be your your career or finance or health or personal matters or love matters, okay? Whichever, your spiritual growth and journeys. So yeah. For my returning subscribers, welcome, and for those of you who are new, welcome. And I will leave it to my spirit teams to highlight whatever they feel would be of importance and should be brought to your attention for this 4th week of July, okay? All right, spirit teams, what messages do you have? The Wheel of Fortune, okay? Something is going to move pretty soon, all right? Okay, I wasn't even finished with what I was going to say, but that's okay. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune popping up. All right, someone is in a good mood. I feel that, Sagittarius, you are in a good mood right now. Okay, you're feeling pretty content. You don't know why that is, but you are feeling quite good about yourself and your situation at this time. Light, emptiness, energy, hollow feeling. I know that what I said, like the hollow and the emptiness, I mean, how could that feel good? But then to me, I feel like a feeling of nothingness, okay? An airy feeling, like you're floating on cloud 9 or something. Like you don't have anything at all that's on your mind, or like you just feel like you're a blank canvas of sort, which to me, I feel that's good, because you know, that's the state where you just can relax to your fullest, okay? And we have the Page of Wands. All right, so your wheels, you're starting to see some progress here with your endeavors. Let's go with endeavors, okay? And with the endeavors, it could be anything. It could be with your the major. Perhaps some of you may go to school, or major, your profession, your major, your professions, your career, or a side job that you're trying to make for yourself, so that you don't have to work a 9 to 5 and that you don't have to answer to anyone, okay? And we have the Queen of Swords. You're quite protective. I sense that you're quite protective of this project, of this thing that you have going on right now, okay? It's still in its infancy phase. The energy that I sense is an energy of newness, like still in its infancy, and so you're being overprotective of that at this time. You don't want other people's inputs or opinions to come through, okay? You just kind of, I see like a snake surrounding its egg, you know, like protecting it from the outside influences. You're quite passionate about this, whatever it is that you are going towards here. And this is going to bring you Ace of Pentacles, a lot of money, okay? You might not, it's going to be a gradual thing. I see here, it's going to be a gradual thing, all right? Just to prepare yourself. And I can feel the excitement and the enthusiasm, but along the way, there will be ups and downs, you know, as with all business, as with everything else that you want, before it can grow to this big apple tree, let's say. It's going to take a lot of pampering, a lot of care, you know, like attention and watering and putting in the right soil, the right amount of soil, so that it can foster growth, okay? So that the tree, or your egg, your project, so to speak, can grow. Your child, your child, okay? Or maybe you're like protective of this project, this business idea, as if it is your child, all right? You're birthing, or you have birthed this thing here that you're kind of like caring for very attentively. And I see like a budding, and perhaps maybe you see, it's kind of like a start, and then you kind of see that budding, you know, like in a seed. It's showing me a seed, and You know how when seeds are germinating, you kind of see that the fresh new leaves, the baby leaves are just like bursting out through the seed, through the seams. Yeah, I'm seeing that, and that's kind of like you seeing how, okay, so I did step A, and now I'm starting to see how step B, C, and D is kind of falling into place, you know, and how things are playing out. So you're excited about that. Three of Swords. But there are a point in time where you're quite worried, and your subconscious are playing, you know, in your mind, you know, of doubting yourself. And Spirit is telling you to not to worry. Okay, Four of Pentacles. We have Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Oh wow, we have a lot of Pentacles energy here for you, Sagittarius, and Page of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords as well as the Page of Swords here, okay? Perhaps in the past, you have, there's like this seesaw energy, you know, like teetering up and down, going back and forth, perhaps in energies. Perhaps you thought about it, and you may have started something similar to what you are doing right now, or yeah, similar to what you are doing right now, but something fell through which caused you a major disappointment, and then you fear that come around this time the same thing will happen again. But the message here is to not worry about that, because this is a new chapter, a new phase. Okay, this is something completely different. Though the experience that you had in the past, you kind of like learned from that, and you took what you can from that and kind of refined this new new chapter, so that you don't commit the same mistake as before in the past. All right, and so now with this budding energy, you're waiting for your for the fruits of your labor here, for it to grow into like this big apple tree, as I was saying. And with the Four of Pentacles, you're at that stage where you're just like, I don't know, I don't want to say stingy with your money, but perhaps some of you are, you know, now that you're seeing how your businesses and things are falling together, are in line with each other, and then you're calculating and tabulating the costs and overhead expenses, you're kind of like saving your money and not overspending too much. Okay, you're kind of like saving money so that you can invest into this project, so that you can expand it and grow. All right, and then with this Page of Swords, again, it's like it's a trial and error situation here, because it's so new. You know, with everything, there's trial and error of what will work and what doesn't, and whatever work, you continue on with it and apply it to your business, and then whatever doesn't work, you kind of like cut it out, discard it. Okay, that type of energy here with this Page of Swords under the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm seeing that you're quite focused and concentrated in the direction that you want to drive this project towards. I hear this is your calling. This is your spiritual calling. This is what you're supposed to do, whatever that may be. Okay. I sense for some of you, it may very well be something along the line of spirituality. Obviously, if you're watching this, 9 times out of 10, you're a highly spiritual person, and you would want to get into something that is spiritually related. Okay. So let's move on to the life purpose oracle. You know what? When I started this, I had the oracles on this end right here. It's like lined up. Okay, so when I started this reading for Sagittarius, I have this life purpose card. right next to Moonology Oracle cards. And then I had the feeling, I was like, oh gosh, I'm going to have to use this life purpose Oracle cards for this pile, because it will have something to do with like life purposey, you know, topic or theme here with the reading. And who would have thought, right? So let's see, spirit teams, what messages do you have for my Sagittarius with this life purpose Oracle card here? What business would be good for my Sagittarius if they were to get into a particular business, which would bring them great wealth and abundance and happiness and self-fulfillment, and also something to serve their soul purpose as well? So we have this. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Okay, whatever you're doing, the message from Spirit is that you are on the right path. Career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. All right, there we go. And then healer. You are a healer. So you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. All right, as I was saying, something along of like a spiritual path here, okay, as I was saying before. So I guess I don't really have to say anything or to like break it down in any way for you here. It's pretty much like straightforward, okay? You're on the right path with what you're doing, and I see that here in the energy. You know, and don't worry about the Three of Swords energy. Everyone goes through that. I go through it. Okay, I'm still going through it. So there's always that demon, that, you know, little voices in your head, in my head, that is saying or putting this thought about, you know, past heartbreak and fails and disappointments with regards to my chosen life path, okay? But rest assured that whatever you're doing at this time is your life purpose, okay? And you're on the right path to it. Yeah, you're doing like this major career change or this shift in career here, that you're trying to transition over to a full-time job here, okay? You're trying to create this full-time job business for yourself so that you can quit that 9-to-5. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. Okay, so let's move over to the Osho and see which sutra that the spirit teams want you to reflect on for this 4th week of July 25th through July 31st of 2021. Oh. Okay, so we have two. So you have two sutras that flew up for you here, okay? The first one is this. It says, and for the wanderer, how long is the road? Wandering through many lives, let him rest, let him not suffer, let him not fall into suffering. The second one is this. Even in the empty forest, he finds joy because he wants nothing. Okay, I'm going to go to my booklet and I'm going to read the explanations for you for both of them. 42, 102, and okay, again, the sutra reads, and for the wanderer, how long is the road wandering through many lives? Let him rest, let him not suffer, let him not fall into suffering. And how long have you been wandering? When are you going to decide to be awake? You have slept long enough. It is time to wake up and to start a totally new kind of life, which is lived from inside. Light a flame inside of awareness, and when And then wherever you are, it is all joy. You need rest. You have wandered enough. You are tired, utterly tired, weary, bored. The time is right now. Don't suffer anymore. Don't fall again and again into suffering. To fall into forgetfulness is suffering. To remember is to come out of suffering. And rest is the most necessary step for remembering, for awareness. Relaxation is the whole art of meditation and bliss both. How can you rest with so many desires? They go on pulling you apart. You can rest only if you learn the secret of desirelessness. If you learn to live moment to moment without any future, if you learn to live without any hope for the future, if you live concentratedly in the present, totally involved in the moment, neither worried by the past nor worried by the future, relaxed at rest, then meditation and bliss both are easy, a spontaneous growth out of a restful heart, out of a relaxed being. Okay, so that is the first explanation of the sutra. And then the second sutra is on page 45. Let me see. All right, again, the sutra says, even in the empty forest, he finds joy because he wants nothing. All great values of life grow in the climate of freedom. Hence, freedom is the most fundamental value and also the highest pinnacle. If you want to understand Buddha, you will have to taste something of the freedom he is talking about. His freedom is not of the outside. It is not social. It is not political. It is not economic. His freedom is spiritual. By freedom, he means a state of consciousness, unhindered by any desire, unchained to any desire, unimprisoned by any greed, by any lust for more. By freedom, he means a consciousness without mind, a state of no mind. It is utterly empty because if there is something that will hinder freedom, hence its utter emptiness. This word emptiness, shunyata, has been very much misunderstood by people because the word has a connotation of negativity. Whenever we hear the word empty, we think of something negative. In Buddha's language, emptiness is not negative. Emptiness is absolutely positive, more positive than your so-called fullness. Excuse. That is Lucky. I am so sorry for that. Just 1 second here. 1 second. Let me address what he wants. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Lucky was demanding his hugs and kisses. Okay, he kind of felt ignored because I was doing my reading and he was being such a good dog by being quiet all this time. Okay, so I took him upstairs after I kind of gave him some TLC for a little bit. Where we are. Let's start with this paragraph here. Third paragraph. I kind of forgot where I left off. This word emptiness, shunyata, has been very much misunderstood by people because the word has a connotation of negativity. Whenever we hear the word empty, we think of something negative. In Buddha's language, emptiness is not negative. Emptiness is absolutely positive, more positive than your so-called fullness, because emptiness is full of freedom. Everything else has been removed. It is spacious. All boundaries have been dropped. It is unbounded, and only in an unbounded space freedom is possible. His emptiness is not ordinary emptiness. It is not only absence of something, it is a presence of something invisible. For example, when you empty your room, as you remove the furniture and the paintings and the things inside, the room becomes empty on the one hand, but on the other hand, something invisible starts filling it. That invisibleness is roominess, spaciousness. The room becomes bigger as you remove the things. The room is becoming bigger and bigger. When everything is removed, even the walls, then the room is as big as the whole sky. That's the whole process of meditation, removing everything, removing yourself so totally that nothing is left behind, not even you. And that utter silence is freedom. In this utter stillness grows the 1,000-petaled lotus of freedom, and great fragrance is released, the fragrance of peace, compassion, love, and bliss. Love and bliss. I cannot speak and enunciate for the life of me. God help me. Okay. Okay, so that is it. That is all I have for you. Okay, I hope that the information in the sutras help to give you some reflections and some insight into your situations, give you a glean into a new perspective of the world altogether, all right, so that you can apply it to your situation to better yourself and your situation, and to help manifest what it is that you so desired. Okay, and if this resonates, I hope it does. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment if you want to, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.